Hey there. Good afternoon. Apologies for the 1 hour delay and the slightly longer load time than usual. Yeah. Hope your weekend has been doing pretty well. I managed to get my business I wanted to take care of done this morning. Yeah, so like I said on Twitter, I had to go out to a store. It's like a bit of a walk from where I live, so forgot how long it took and came back. It's like, oh man, so close to my start time. I thought maybe I could try to do it, but then I realized no, I can't. At the very least, if I tried to start, it would probably come out a lot worse than I would be comfortable with, so I need an extra hour to recuperate. Which is probably the good thing, because we're about to help out old Death here. Taking another look at Have a Nice Death. Got a full release on March 22nd, I think. Yeah. Published by, or developed by, I think it was, this is the name, Magic Design Studios. Yeah, and published by Gearbox. I did take a look at this once before while it was in early access. Now, first time I'm taking a look at it when it's in its full release, so it should be pretty cool. Yeah. I think I should be fine if I continue from my current file, right? Oh, yeah, look at that. Attempts to beat Burnout 31. Oh, wow. Last played October 3rd. Oh, in any case, probably been a lot of stuff changed since then. Alright, so if this is your first time seeing this game, Have a Nice Death is something of an action platformer rogue-like. Premise here is you're playing as the Grim Reaper himself. It's like trying to process souls into the underworld. Was getting a bit overworked, so he got some help from some outside folks, but they started running amok, and now everything's gone to crap, and Death has to go and fix it. So this is where we're at. I think I've seen a VIP room before. What is this about? Don't forget, boss, each weapon or spell has a different frenzy. Left trigger and X or Y or B and bam, out come the big guns. It's your limit break. Stop repeating everything, Harriet. It really gets on my nerves. I was there for the tutorial, remember? I mean, you were Death, but it's been a while since I played, but... Yeah, yes, you say that, but then you don't always listen. Ah, I feel called out right now. Oh, boy. Oh, I guess this is like a practice room. Yeah, practice room. Just to go to town, pick your loadout of stuff you've unlocked, and test out combos and stuff. Okay. What do you have? Orville. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Where's Quinn? That's what I was wondering. He told me he was busy taking inventory of paper clips for each department and organizing them by size. And that I had to wait here to tell you, chin up, boss. Nobody's as... Hang on. I can't read his writing. Nobody's as wrong. Nobody's as wrong as you. Strong, surely? Do you think so? That first letter still looks like a W to me. Yes, alright. Thank you, Orville. You can return to your duties. Eh. Oh, I get bagged on for my handwriting repeatedly, so I guess I can kind of sympathize. Oh. Upgrade tree. Oh, this is different. Also like how it's called a tree, but there seems to be only one path through this. I guess this is another sort of upgrade path we got here to kind of increase stuff. Increase the stuff that appears during runs. Alright. What's this? Oh. This looks like an armory. Oh, no, it's the curses, okay. The stuff you can find out there to kind of improve your abilities. Ah! Too hot choking. Breathe, breathe, breathe. What's wrong, Joe? Are you having a panic attack? Oh, wait. I just realized his name is Joe and he's talking about coffee. Aha. Well played. I absolutely cannot focus in this heat. Someone turn on the AC. Oh dear. Every year it's the same thing. You all start fighting over the air conditioning. Besides, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's a perfect temperature in here. So are these big drops on my forehead then? No doubt my skin must be crying, eh? Now, calm down. Perhaps the blame lies with your 11th coffee of the morning. Has nothing to do with the caffeine. And I'm on my 17th coffee of the morning. Fine. Have a word with Jacob and see what we can do. Thank you, boss. I owe you. Ah, I see. Forgot. You handled the upgrades. Just means there's like more stuff here. Is it? Oh wait, no, here's the new stuff. This is a rather fun part about this game. Yeah, the way you unlock kind of new items to find in runs. You gotta complete certain accomplishments, but the way it works is that you can reduce the cost of these sorts of new items by completing the tasks related to them, or if you happen to gather enough ingots, you can just buy them outright. It's a pretty cool way of doing things, right? If you manage to complete the tasks at hand, you'll get the items quickly, but play long enough and you'll be able to unlock everything anyway. Even these items down here that cost 9,999, just imagine you get 9,999, you're pretty good to go. Yeah, and you can sort them out too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright. Imminent breakdown. Quite sure what this is. Alright, after 6 minutes of staring around the hub world, we're almost ready to get in here. I think I'll be fine with less max health. It's only 10. Some extra mana. Go with this. Like how I call them contracts, and then you gotta sign the agreement before you get in there, so about ready. First full access run. Oh! Gotta pick a starting weapon. Among these two, I prefer the regular old scythe. Yes, Joe, it's working again. I'm not going to lose my job after all. Yes. Data is compiling normally. The soul flux has been reestablished. Counter is 84.8% operational. It's running a little fast, isn't it? No. As usual, the Sorrows are going overboard. It screws everything up. Statistically speaking, this type of malfunction may reoccur depending on what action the boss takes against the Sorrows. Oh no. My heart just can't bear it. We have her here. Why are you asking for yet another packet of Post-its? I just gave you 50 of them. But, I used them to note down ideas for my internship report. Ideas, sure. Last time you and Patrick used up the whole stock on his rainy day confetti scrapbooking project. Oh dear. I'm not gonna waste them, promise. Actually, can I take the ones you have on you? What's wrong with you? Hands off my cauldron. I think, particular RPG time player might have use for Post-its. Yeah, like I said, this is action kind of platformer roguelite, so you have your range of attacks with your base weapon. Ouch. You can hit up, you can hit down. You have a combo, basic combo you can do with your thing. It's the first area, so enemies here aren't too fearsome. You get a lot more crazy in later areas, believe it or not. I know that might be hard to imagine, but right. So these are curses. You can think of them like perks. They're like 3 pads, and they kind of focus on different things. This one that focuses on like your attacks, and one focuses on well, they have a different focus. I know red's like mostly attack focused. Yeah, termination cuts an enemy from a distance. Huh. Or termination has a 20% chance of granting 5 salary. Get it? Because it's like salary. Or I could just get 15% max mana. They're like pretty straightforward bonuses. I remember them being a bit more complex. I don't know, I feel like money is always at a premium state in these types of games, so alright, go for that. Little extra solar. Ooh, look at that constellation. Certainly up the visual effects. It's pretty cool. Alright, so now we get a pick of which area to go. I can see they changed the colors. It used to be like shades of yellow, green, and red, but now it's all sorts of different colors. Thinking I probably want to go to vtuberen department. If I remember correctly, that deals with like permanent health upgrades and stuff. Probably use a good health upgrade. Got here. Jerry! I was surprised I didn't see you at Mark's shop. I would have thought you would be first in line for free pretzels. Huh. You're kidding. I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, I drive my car that's too expensive to maintain, and when I go to work at a job for which I get paid too little, but on a pretzel day, well, I like pretzel day. Yeah, sometimes your conditions suck, but there are some things you would not give up anything the world for. I like how the book's attack is... Whoa. Oh. So a one-hit shield. That's cool. Well. Yeah, occasionally you'll get rooms like these where you get locked into an area, you gotta fight your way through it. Ooh, not doing too well. Ow. Messed up the timing of that. Hey, whoa. Makeshift rockets shoot a firework in straight line. Ah. Will probably be useful, so... Yeah, it's a magic missile. Oh. Yeah, no. That's why I couldn't fire anymore. I don't have to get up close and personal every time. I can just fire a missile at some big chunky fellas if I need to take care of them. So, yeah, there we go. Increases max HP by 10. Now we're back to our original HP level. Alright, next floor. Do I just want to go to the Vitam department again? Probably do, yeah. Just keep boosting my stats. Yeah, the way this game works, you just go through a couple floors in each area, and eventually face off against the boss. Defense booster, gladly take that. Here we go. What's time for? Limit break! Let the bodies hit the floor. Again. Wow, that was easy. Alistar, place an arcane time bomb. That. Ooh, a pretty decent area of effect. Probably works well against stationary enemies. So to remember, I have projectile attacks. Yeah, this isn't like Dead Cells where you can stun an enemy on the other side of a door by breaking it. Another 10 HP. Now we're at 75. We're about 33% more sturdy than we were before. Ooh, okay. Can go to the Vitam Mana department, or I can go to the Thanager's office. W. Hung. Thanagers are like mid-bosses. Usually have some good stuff, so I'm gonna try my hand against them. I remember this one being particularly tricky, but you know what? Can't get better if you don't try, right? You gotta get in there at least a few times. Right, you gotta start somewhere. Maybe hard, but if you work at it long enough, eventually you start seeing ways to manage it, and you'll eventually be able to prevail. Not expecting soul read deposits. There we go. Boss time. A classic attack, the lines on the ground. Oh wait, ooh. I almost got caught in that one. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually perfected. I got perfect against that guy. No hits. Yeah, eat it. I know it's the first area boss, but normally don't do well against him. And oh my god, I see. Ah man, my model's lagging again. Perfect. What's going on? Alright, hopefully. Alright, well, let's get the curse here. Either the cloak. I do like how they have tool tips, just to give you idea of what some of the keywords mean. So, like, the cloak is alternative weapons, not your scythe, not your base scythe. Termination is when an enemy dies, or when you kill an enemy, I guess I should say. They go for a wave of poison or several deadly butterflies. And I wish I knew what the butterflies did. Like, are they homing butterflies, or do they just like fly in a direction, or do they just go straight at an enemy and don't change trajectory? What do they do? So it's probably a good idea to focus on like one tree as well. You can see how the map works. So as you go up the cursed tree, you'll open up better options, and there are some. You see, some of the squares have thorns around them. Those will usually come with some sort of drawback. When I last played it in early access, that usually came in the form of this enemy will usually get some sort of buff to him, so it's something to be mindful of. I'll actually go with the blue one since we're on that path. We have a poison. I think I can manage. This is the first one. Your penultimate floor you go to is the shop. It's where you can try to sell the accumulated. Wait. Well, hello, boss. I bet it's the delicious smell of pretzels that brought you here. You're my guest. I have a nice, tasty one right here for you. Thanks, Mark. Don't mind if I do. It's 100% homemade, 100% made with love. Comes from an old family recipe from Ryan, my cousin 3 times removed on my American uncle Bradley's side. He's a chef. And pretzels does everyone like. I have a local pretzels place that they do some pretty good pretzels. I prefer a soft pretzel. I know when I was young, I used to eat pretzels a lot with condensed milk. That was like my dip of choice. Since then, I've also eaten them with like mustard, and that's pretty good too. Wow, I think they fancied up the shop. It used to be that the shop items were on on like tables right beside the shop, but now the items are in here. Is pretty cool. Let's see. I don't like this. It's too short ranged. Or I buy this for. I remember these items being a lot more expensive. Well, get the pure heal because I think I need 15 HP. And yeah, might as well get a curse. What do we have? Yeah. Can gain 45 HP just right off the bat, or reduce cooldown of my alternative weapons by 25%. Or I could go for conflagrations, set off explosions all around you. Cooldown reduction. Or, no. Go for HP. So... But... Oh. They tell you which square each one applies to. Cool. Yeah, okay, we'll go here so we can just continue up the tree. Cooldown reduction is pretty handy. If I get a future weapon for the B slot, I'll probably be thankful. Oh. I forgot I'm in the shop menu. Hey, what do you... So, how are you getting on with those paper clips, Quinn? Boss! Oh, sorry. I was just taking a teeny tiny break with Mr. Mark. Now, no worries. We're all entitled to a quick snack break. Look at that. Death, he might be the ruler of the underworld, but he still tries to be a pretty reasonable fella. Did you know that Mark offers a selection of 18 pretzel toppings? Whoa, 18 of them. Chocolate, white chocolate, pickle mayo, caramel, peanut, roasted sardine sprinkles, marshmallow, watermelon seed, coconut, chili jelly, belly, anchovy chips. Oh, good. I can scroll up. Okay. Chocolate, white chocolate, pickle mayo, caramel, peanut, roasted sardine sprinkles, marshmallow, watermelon seed, coconut, chili jelly, moldy breadcrumbs, anchovy colies, crunchy cotton candy, cinnamon, fried onion, pineapple, banana peel chips, rainbow sprinkles, and kiwi hairs. I like how this is just a mix of, yeah, that might be decent to, oh, wow, which one did you get? He got it plain, didn't he? Got it plain. Oh, all of them, of course, and it was delicious. Now, my tummy's tickling me. It's a good thing they don't offer pepperoni. Alright. Now we'll face off against a boss. I think they were called Sorrows. Brad. Security man. So I'll get to enjoy a little banter between the two. I'm so unbelievably bored, so next time I cross paths with Pump, don't go anywhere near my intern. Fun thing about the bosses is that kind of take the Hades route of having a bunch of pre-fight dialogue, and they do take into account like certain situations. So, they might have something to say if you have a particular loadout, or if you manage to complete certain accomplishments like killing a certain number of enemies. So it's like pretty cool. Woo! Wow, first try. What work are you planning to drown in exactly? Filtering souls, boss? That's it. That's what we pay you for. Yes, I'm gonna go back and do my job, I guess. Okay, is it just me or is this game like... I really hope this game isn't being laggy on stream, because it's like kind of fine on my end. Smash these. I wonder if it has to do with the effects or something. Alright, I'm gonna check out. VSync is off. Resolution. Alright, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna take a look at what's happening. It's going. Working fine now, though that might be just because it's in the menu right now. What happens if I close like a few programs? Maybe that'll help. Okay, hopefully improve some things. Alright, let's get a curse. So yeah, I can see here there's a penalty now, so if you want to get this, you'll have to incur an extra stipulation for that run. Retrain. Bonus damage by changing weapons in the middle of combo. Really good at that. Maybe I'll just go for a dash, just reduce the cooldown by 35%. Can dash a bit more often. Or, one solary per kill, actually. Ain't too bad. That adds up over time. Although I do have that other perk. But the stacking, though. Yeah, I'll get this. Again. More money. Never hurt. So now we'll go in here. After a little break. We'll reach a break room, so... Yeah, I know, it might not look like too much of a break room. Look at this Iron Maiden over there, yeesh. Get to listen to some stuff. What? You ate 9 pretzels with all available toppings? Just imagine me burping here. Yes. Do you think the pineapple was a step too far? I think you should take a trip to the bathroom. Your pumpkin head is turning brown. Oh, ooh. These guys seem like pretty good at keeping a good thorough line going here, right? Got this running plot line about pretzels going around here, and the other guy talking about pretzels, and these two were talking earlier about like finding paper clips and getting sticky notes. So yeah, there's some amenities you can go in here. You have a fridge that provides you, a big buff item. But this is the only one you get for the entire run, so it's up to you to decide when you want to pull it out, take advantage of it. You have the anima fountain here. Look, it's like a water cooler. You can exchange whatever solary you might have for one little anima. When I think about it, I didn't explain anima, but think of them like Estus flasks. You can use them to heal yourself on the fly, and you can hold up to 3 of them. The fun part about that is that if you have the max, then if you pick up extra anima, then you get one that turns into a gold anima, which gets even better healing. Which I guess I should explain that part too, the way your health works. So you don't just take damage. Some hits might actually like reduce your maximum HP you can recover to. So the way golden yeah, you saw that with the coffee, right? It was a pure heal. So yeah, the gold animas are like pure heals as well, where they will let you kind of recover your maximum HP limit as well. Well, we got 72, so it's probably okay if I just to grab one from the fountain here. So you can see here, yeah, the first one costs 10, the next one's 30, and the price is just gonna keep going up. You have here vending machine where you can push in an anima and see what you get out of it. Could be solary, could be more anima, could be gold anima, or you could go bust. It's like a anima gacha. I don't feel comfortable putting stuff in there, so. You should have seen Osha's face when he realized he couldn't tear up my contract. Unionized equals impossible to fire. Yeah, well, it was about time the shoe was on the other foot. Yeah, unionize! Hey. What if that other elevator will be relevant? Which I wonder why that would be, because, yeah. From here you can choose which area you want to go to. I think for this run we'll go on the top. Upgrade next green curses are gonna go to the pollution department. So yeah, I also like how the joke here is that the underworld is kind of like an office building. So you got all the yellow tape and the bureaucracy and the inter-office conflicts and all that good stuff. I'm sure that will be inherently familiar to a lot of folks. Oh man! Now, this is tricky. Quantum Solary. Gain a large amount of Solary as long as you don't suffer any damage before you reach the elevator. Now, the question here is, do I have to get it now? Or can I just wait? Can I just, like, go through the entire area, clear it out, and then grab this and go to the elevator? I think there are, like, certain areas which have this specified points of no return. So I gotta be careful I don't accidentally run into one of those. Oop. Dang it. I wonder if it's just me or they like made the maximum health reduction penalty a lot less severe. Because it felt like when it was in early access, you could single hit would kind of would take a lot out of it. So yeah, you would get hurt, but if you got hit, it was like pretty hard to come back. Also, if you're wondering what I just did, there are certain parts of this area. You'll see like a little glowing blue lock appear. And if you just pop an anima right next to it, you'll open up like a secret area. Usually, whatever you find in a secret area makes it worth spending in an anima. I mean, on top of that, you do get a heal, so it's not completely useless, you know? This fella wants a piece of me. Alright, I think I'm still good at being able to return. Yeah, alright. Actually, go back here and... I were developing the game, I would make that Quantum Solary a time-limited pickup, so it's very possible it could have timed out and just disappeared. It has not. So we're just gonna go ahead and head our way back here. Enjoy ourselves a nice, good Solary bonus because, hey, we didn't get hit when we carried the bag all the way to the elevator. Yeah. I mean, you know, never you mind, we went and killed everything beforehand. I wonder if that's like the intended behavior, right? That's what they expected people to do. I think HR office means it's like a guaranteed appearance for the cursed fella. Hazardous floor is just a vanilla room with enemies and stuff. Anything could happen in there. Vitamin department has recovery items. I think I want to go to HR office. Could use another perk. Alright, looks like my limit break is ready. Ooh, not a moment too soon. Okay. I forgot. I don't think you can activate your limit break when you're in midair. You gotta be standing on solid ground, which I guess makes sense. Pretty interesting. Your break does have a range, right? It's a pretty large range, but you can see how that one enemy on the left was not affected as much by it. Like how the item was union protection. Over here, +2 additional ammunition, or refill your frenzy gauge. You get hurt. Frozen might be useful though. Slows enemies. So if I wail on them, then I have a bit more time to evade them before they strike me. Yeah, I'll get this one. We'll start on the red tree as well. Ah, the constellations change depending on which curse you pick. Very nice. Actually, I want to see if there's anything on this side. Nope, okay. Figures. Cloak store. That just a place where to like sell weapons for me and weapons and spells. Why don't we go to the Solary deposit? I'm sitting on like 150 of it, but you never hurts to have more, right? So far it's been pretty average. Oop. Yeah, that fella almost had my number. Ow. I should not have attacked him from the front. Another job done. Woo, look at that. Just a max HP increaser right off the bat. Thank you. I wonder if that sign means anything. Still plus X. I wonder if that means there's like something up here or... No? Okay. Just move on up. And there's our solary deposit. We got a ton of money now. So we could try our hand at fighting another Thanager Slima. Or we could check out one of these. But you know what? Feeling overconfident. Let's go fight another mid-boss here. Got like a pretty dang good projectile weapon. Right, it's just a projectile forward, but you know what? It's very good at what it does. Ooh, that's lifesteal, which I could probably use right now. Ow. Okay. I'm not sure how I completely botched it there. Actually, I did. I just forgot. I somehow forgot that I was able to dodge. I was getting womboed over and over. That's a thing with these types of games, at least I find. Oh. That's how that experience works, okay. Permanent locks, bleed, curses, start the game with a basic anima. Alright. Well, maybe the second go will be more beneficial. Yeah, okay, so let's see how this upgrade tree is. As you play the game, you'll get more stuff to unlock and more buffs. An elevator that takes you straight to Brad's security station, so if you get tired of just going through the first area over and over. You can just jump straight to it. Wow. All the way up to level 20. Let's see what we got here. Plus 10 damage. Yeah, I think I'll spend 250 gold ingots for that. I'll get Piercing Ray as well. And... okay, yeah. Stick with that for now. I knew it! Has nothing to do with your... noting anything about your internship report. Post-its are precious. They're for writing down strokes of genius, not making childish collages. I thought the original purpose of sticky notes was to act as like a reminder. But we were going to give it to the boss to cheer him up because he looks a bit sad sometimes. Yes. Well, okay, this time. But you have to return them tomorrow. I have the ideas to put down on them. Aww. I think that concludes that subplot. Joe's new stuff, or get 15 health in exchange for 10 mana. Go with this. Go with some more health. I wonder if the game just... well, I know the upgrade tree has us start with an anima, so maybe... do I only get to start with the scythe or sickles? As the one particular scythe I'm a fan of, they are not offering me yet. Hello, Patrick. You know, you really should tell Pumpkin to ease off the absurd tasks. Or, Patrick, you have a big piece of cake or whatnot on your cheek. Oh, oops. Yum. Sorry, Mr. CEO, sir. It's pretzels, Marks. They're hot, delicious, and free to boot. I've already had 3. Please don't tell Harriet. Better be quick, Mr. CEO, sir. They're selling like hotcakes. Hoo hoo. Is this gonna be a thing that persists through multiple runs, this pretzel subplot? Dang, it's not quick enough on that draw. Alright, got down here. Anti-penalty. Neutralizes curses that come with a penalty. Yeah, I'll take that. So now if I come across one of those perks that has a potential debuff on it, might choose to pass it by. 5% chance of dealing pierce. Alright, you know what? We'll try the red tree this time. Cutting, rather. That suits you more. Or chomping. That related to the curse I got? Maybe. Okay, where do I want to go? Why don't we try an intriguing floor this time? There's another currency that's supposed to pop up. Oh! What is that? Get to the end in 30 seconds? Ooh, passed. Okay, so intriguing floor seems to be just like a trial room where you'll have to do a thing and try to meet the requirements, and which I managed to do. I think those are enemies that like appear in a later area, so I guess they just throw a few of them at you. See if you can handle them with your less than optimal equipment. L clean. Well, let's go attempt this mid-boss. I'm not very good against him, unlike I am with Hung, but again, you can't get better if you don't try. So might as well try. Ah, see. Okay, this guy had to make sure not stop jumping towards me. That was a resounding failure. Relaxation rooms may appear. Well, that'll probably come in handy. Complete World 1 in 88 minutes. Fortunately, I'm someone who prefers to take their time, so I think I'll just take a flat 5 mana. No strings attached. Ooh. Now this was what I was looking for, the Disc Scythe. The reason why, well, Patrick, once again, we're giving in to the call of fat and glucose, are we? You know what that means, right? Oh, but Harriet was my snack for today. I only had the one. Liar! Red card for Patrick Thuggins. I can see 3 wrappers in a trash can alongside your desk. That is your 4th pretzel. Ugh, you're worse than just... Ooh, yeah. Okay. What about my right to privacy? You earned that back once you've done 4 jump rope cardio sessions. 4! I can barely make it through 1. 1 session per pretzel, Patrick. No negotiation. I mean, that's what they agreed to, sure. But, yeah, I'm not a fan, right? I know just some absolutely nutso people out there who will practically check out everything you do just to make sure you're on the up and up, which, I don't know, after a certain point, they have to realize that there's boundaries and stuff, right? It's like, you can't go and rule over every aspect of their life, because that's how you develop, like, trust issues. And, you know, you make them want to just go away and push them away from you. Absolutely. Infuse poisoned. Then again, DOT tends to be a lot less useful than one would hope. Maybe I'll go for this one. Launch several deadly butterflies. Yeah. I'll try that. Good in crowds, maybe not so much in boss fights, but considering, you know, crowd fights, it makes up a good amount of this game. Might be handy. I'm gonna go to the Vitem department. Oh, I wish I had those curses that got me Solary. Kinda weird to be sitting on just 12 of them when I had like 150 in that other run. Okay, so the butterflies home in on enemies. That is nice. What's this? Defense boost. Take that. Oh, I was certain I dodged it. Ourselves HP to 75. And another one. The HP boost. Yeah, this scythe is particularly my favorite because it has such a long reach. Do I just want to keep going to the Vitam department? Maybe I should go for equipment storage, because I probably could use some sub weapons right about now. The other stuff you can pick up are kind of fall into 2 major categories. There's the spells, which you saw before. Those are governed by the mana meter. They do have a cooldown and stuff, but yeah, your mana meter will usually determine how many of those you get to shoot out at a time. And you get another type that are just that basically just sub-weapons. They have a cooldown. They might have a certain number of charges, but on the whole, your only limitation is the cooldown with how often you get to use them. Alright, time for this limit break. It's a pretty straightforward attack. Okay, I was wondering when more foes would come out. Or HP for the HP throne. So yeah, short coffee, you can see there, that's just 10 HP. And temporarily gain mana. Not that I have anything to spend it on. See, I pressed Y thinking that I had a sub-weapon, but I didn't. Need to find one. Hopefully I get one soon. Oh, there it is. Let's break it. What's in here? Shakespeare, sting the enemy with a 3-pronged combo. So yeah, so this is a weapon type cloaks. I guess that's what they call them, what they're talking about. Oh, it is nice that they tell you if a particular weapon has a limit break or not. So yeah, you can see there it's a particular cooldown. Man, it's not going down. This is just since it's a weapon, it's only determined. Its only limitation is the cooldown. Yeah, you know what? Since it's hung, I can handle that Thanager. Watch me not handle him. I like how the butterflies go left if they have no target. If there's a particular reason for that. Alright, time to fight the mid-boss. Man. That spear kind of hurts. I really should be using my sub-weapons more often. Hey, gold anima. I'll take it. Alright. Use frozen. Or spell sling. Applies an effect while launching a spell. This is where I would be using spell effects if I had them. Or I could just infuse frozen. Yeah, I'll do frozen. Because these folks really do have to just let it go. Alright, into the unknown. Well, actually, this is a known. We're going to a shop. Just a 71 solary, but we'll see what we can pick up here. Yeah, not enough for an OSHA. Oh my god, I think I understand the pun there. Ha! OSHA! Right, if you don't know what that is, OSHA, it's kind of like the safety protocols department for the United States. They're the ones that talk when someone talks about a thing being OSHA compliant. That's making sure it's as safe for the workers. Yeah, I don't like any of these. I think I'll just save my money. It's gonna go on to Brad. Brad V2 for this stream. Oh, here he is. The wizened old mummy with the bad dress sense. Take a look at what Casual Friday should look like. We're a trendy company now. Oh no. Screaming some, "How you doing, kids?" energy here. The worst thing is he actually believes it. There's not a hint of doubt in his voice. The other... Sure, we have all met him before. The extremely confident person who actually has no idea what they're talking about, but with the way they carry themselves just makes you want to face palm all the time. Alright, I'm just gonna open with Limit Break. Man. Oh my god. Almost had me. What? Almost had me with that attack there. Oh wait. Well, this guy is like some sort of internal stun meter that I was triggering there. Whew, alright. I was just kidding, boss. You're always welcome here. Yes, the good old just joking justification. Aw, man, I was just joking around. Don't need to get so offended, man. I'm glad to hear it. This death is just, alright, you know what? We're gonna just brush that aside. Get back to your job. Again. The first weapon upgrades from the control room are almost free. I like how the almost free text seems to be slightly larger, just to let you know. It's not free, it's almost free. I wish they would give us like just maybe an exact percentage, like what is it, 90%, 80%, 99%? Not that it makes a difference, but I'll go for this. Bonus damage equivalent to 7% of the remaining HP. Is that like our HP or the HP of the enemy? I have to assume it's like the enemy's HP. We're gonna get that anyway, because, you know, more damage. Full. Must be especially confident to choose that, or maybe reckless. Why not both? Once again, we find ourselves in the break room. Can we all agree that the temperature in here is ridiculous? It's like a sauna. Why don't we just open a window? That way we'll get some fresh air and be able to regulate the temperature. Great idea. I vote for that. Wait a minute. There aren't any windows. Ha! Got him. What's in here? +5 defense. Maybe not. Anima fountain. Sure, let's do it. Since the first pop is 10. Won't hurt. Boss, boss, boss. Tell me, what can I do to help? I think that's a generic dialogue. Okay, why don't we have another go through the industrial pollution department? See if we can get to the end, and if we can, maybe I'll pick the other floor on my next run. I think that's like my main weakness when it comes to these types of action games, where I have a particular rhythm that I usually go through, and if that thing if something comes to throw me off, then it gets real hairy. Like right here, this absolute mess of projectiles is kind of screwing me up because I gotta be super mindful of where everything is going. And when you got like 3 giant energy balls just homing in on you, it gets to be a bit much to manage sometimes. Ah, man, that was a short floor. All right. Go for the intriguing floor again, or should I just go for the vault? Maybe I'll go for the vault. You know, early access, they used to have floors that specifically said they were going to give you this other currency. It's called Prismarium. It hasn't shown up yet at all, which is surprising because they used to give out a bit more often, but that's usually used for more specific things like evolving your weapons or unlocking additional shop slots. Maybe that's why. Maybe they thought they were like coming out too fast and easy, so they tried to regulate how they came out. Alright, I'm not, my limit break's not ready. Whew, alright. I should probably pop an anima right now. Okay. Fills the frenzy bar and increases its power. Oh. It's also a buff, although it does give me an immediate frenzy charge, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone for now. I was hoping for Prismarium, but I guess can't go wrong with ingots. I had to look up how to pronounce that. Is it ingots or is it ingots? So yeah, we'll go ahead and get our Solary bonus for totally carrying this to the end. Legit. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, sirree. Okay, yeah, spell store, cloak store, or health recovery department. Probably want to go to the health recovery department. So a fun thing about anima is that you can actually choose whether you want to use a gold one or a blue one. If you short press, you use a blue one. If you long press, you use a gold one. It's a pretty nice touch. Although maybe in the heat of battle it might be a bit more frantic. Can't believe I dashed into that. Is it just weird they made the health recovery just like absolutely suck? I feel like lifesteal used to be a lot more substantial. Might be just me though. Also, it doesn't last very long. Already gone, man. I think I've seen everything else here, so gonna move on. Should I go try again against Slima, or let's go somewhere else? I have to think about it. I don't think we actually got to go to the boss, because yeah, the first time we were on that floor, I just somehow my brain stopped working and I just got comboed to death by 2 vanilla enemies. Oh geez. What's worse than one of those big fellas? 2 of them. As long as they can get into a rhythm of just going back and forth, I'm fine. But the moment they punch me in the face, things just start falling apart. Alright. I think we're gonna face the mini-boss proper soon. Here we go. Alright. You're like a spider. Whew. I'm surprised I managed to perfect that. Whew. Another gold anima, gladly. So now, again, penalty. Do I want to take one of those, or do I just want to perhaps move on here? Termination. Let's see where we're... Okay. Probably just continue along the blue and... or the red and yellow trees. You have an on-death trigger already, but... I I'll go for... This one's useless, because I don't have a spell. This one's... Yeah, we'll go for that one. Perhaps the most useful of the useless. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, we'll go to Tosha. Ourselves another curse while we're at it. Maybe this one will have a better selection. $25 pure heal as well. Yeah, I don't like the chain scythe's limit break as much as I do the regular scythe. But the weapon in general tends to be a lot better for me, so that's why I go with it. Thought they had my number several times there. Alright, what you got for me this time? Is it the same stuff? I mean, could have sworn they re-rolled them each time. These three come with penalties. The other tree is like relatively clean. I might swap out my boomerang, so get this for now. In hopes that we get ourselves a spell. Something to use with it later. Control room or shop? Well, I probably want to go to the control room, actually. So it'll be the first time we get to check out this place. Whoa! Look at that gigantic cauldron. Could probably make a stew to feed a whole city in that baby. You know, were it not for the giant gaping mouth hole on the side, eye holes. So, Jacob, the employees are complaining about the temperature in the offices and... Grumble, they're cold. Why don't we just order them some blankets? Sound like my parents. Every time it gets cold at their place, they're like, just put a jacket on. We could do, but then some are complaining it's too hot, and then they can work in their bathing suits. Okay, that's... we're starting to reach... hairy territory there. Okay, Jacob, what's got your... Alright. Grumble. They all keep coming to me about it. I've been the blacksmith of the Master's Arms since the dawn of time, not a giant thermostat. Well, I'm not sure they care. I get that feel. Feel like just taking on additional responsibilities that you shouldn't be. Ooh, kind of fancified this, this one. Yeah, you see here. Huh. Yeah, you have your base scythe in the middle, and then you can choose to branch out. Looks like they apply different effects now, too. Yeah, it used to be the upgrade tree just kind of transformed your weapon and the way it worked, but now it looks like you can get additional effects each time, which is kind of neat. In any case, we'll probably just stick with this one here. Increase our base attack for the disc scythe. I should boost the spear as well. They increased the price. It used to be 100, now it's 125. Or if they're trying to make Prismarium more enticing, but I like this one too, because, yeah, the spear is kind of nuts in its strength. Oh wait, I didn't mean to put solar in there. Whoops. Alright. Well, I'll just consider that 3 lost. Now we're gonna face off against G. Grimes. Yeah, it's appropriate that the Pollutions Department boss would be a giant, blob monster. Look, he even made up the desk. You've gone too far. There's no paragraph in the charter that allows you to destroy my mutant barrel. Me? Going too far? Gordon, do you know who you're threatening? So you see, since I killed the particular Thanager in this run, it makes a remark about it. There's an unintended benefit of having that frozen effect to kind of get to see where this fella's gonna show up after he sinks it to the ground. Well, don't worry, I see the life bar. I know we're not done yet. Ow. Man, I almost went through this without getting hit. I was close. I was so close. Look at this fella spewing out toxic sludge from his eyeballs. That's definitely not water. Maybe it's polluted water. It's like that weird water you see in like those industrial plants. The Queen Bee and I have reached a friendly agreement with regard to our common enemy, Gordon. Unfortunately, disciplining you was part of the deal. How boring. By disciplining, I mean, probably mean taking remedial classes and all that. Or seminars, I think they would call them. Okay, so now they've got a different one here. Sinister Gear, Scythe and Cloak's weapons. I don't like these Sorrows. They're the main bosses. A pure heal 20 HP sounds nice, but the fact that it's just gonna pop up extremely infrequently makes me not want to pick one up. That said, I'd be willing to pick this up. Yeah, 5% extra damage, gain the critical effect. Hopefully whatever penalties we have to take won't be too bad. That said, you do get a choice. So, either have Sullied heal themselves, or Lopexels become a bit more sturdy. I also like the way this game kind of does their whole potential plurality sort of modular text there. So on the bottom is like penalty, and then in the parentheses they have the other spelling of penalties for the pluralized version, because you change the Y to an I when it's plural for penalty. Obligatory English is weird statement here. We're gonna go with Sullied heal themselves. I think they're like pretty easy to take out anyways. You've been weighed, you've been measured, and something something you may go. Okay. I will go. Ooh. Gonzi's Hooch makes an excellent toilet cleaner. Pure heal for 50 HP. Ooh. actually get me back up to speed. Maybe I'll risk it here. Yeah, go ahead and eat that up. Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't make Death a colossal asshole, right? He's the guy who just sneaks into the fridge and just eats everyone's lunches. I imagine there are a lot of people out there who've had to deal with that. Just some nuisance who's, you know, going out in there and, you know, taking things that they aren't supposed to. Whether it be people's lunch or, you know, other things too. Ooh. So, Mr. Claude, hehe. The boss is looking to clamp down on Death Inc.'s employees' pets. Is that gonna be the... I forgot that was the running gag for Disco Ball Head. Yes, because of Slima. He's quite the menace. So, do you have any other animals in your office, Mr. Claude? Just imagine him going, Oh, really? Did this fish belong to you? What a lovely gift. Okay, got it. Clown Loach by name of Mauricio on the boss's desk. I'll write it next to Pit Book since it technically belongs to the boss. You like the incidental dialogue. Gives it a bit of life. We go to physical illness or addictions. Yeah, let's go to physical illness. I like how the loading screen is just death. It's like bored waiting in the elevator's like, alright, wait till I get to the next floor to beat everything up. We're standing in the middle of the very unusual physical illness department. I can see some of you have taken the precaution of putting on your face masks. Please feel free to remove them or you'll be missing out on a large part of the experience. Hold on. You need to be able to fully bask in the aroma of your surroundings. Besides, it's not like your masks are much good here. Haha. Watch out, don't step on the polyps. Haha. Yeah, there's our pill enemies. That would have been a lot more fearsome in the battle had I picked that particular thing. Whew. Somehow I managed to make it through that without getting hit. I think I'm finally starting to shake off the rust. Watch me say that and then completely... I forgot those enemies self-destructed. Yeah, those lab coat fellas are tricky because they will just get behind you and then try to pierce you with their needles. Okay, so you gotta get away once I defeat them because then they're gonna explode. Explode like Grr. That spot there looks like should hold a secret. So I failed to pay attention, did not see if there was a blue lock that appeared there. I feel like wasting my anima, so I'll just go ahead and leave that be. Oh, now we've hit the anima limit, so we got gold. And admittedly, I do need a bit of recovery, so I might as well pop one. I think it was left bumper. Yeah, there we go. Then once you hear that telltale poof of defeating an enemy, just get the heck away from them because explode all over you. Ah, 25 pure heal. Yeah, might as well take it now. Sure, I'm wasting 5 HP, but Right there we go. Prismium department. Where have you been all my life? Just as beautiful as the day I last saw you. Because I didn't really lose you. I just... Maybe they had just only appear like on later floors now. Maybe that's this limitation. Boss, I overheard your conversation with Uncle about the air conditioning, and I think I have found a solution. Ah, what have you found this time, Orville? I've come up with the thermostar system. Not quite sure about the name yet. Thermostar. Yeah. Yeah. Keep workshopping that. It's an innovative thermoregulation system where each employee chooses the optimal ambient temperature for them through a smartphone app. The system uses an algorithm to adjust the temperature depending on the employee's votes and comfort zones and comes with planning and feedback features for optimal regulation of the temperature. Would you like to know more? No, I get the gist. Thanks, Orville. Your genius will restore peace in the offices. I can't wait to see how that goes wrong. I guess there are a lot more just like raw ingot pickups. Can't believe they had a barrier in the middle just to prevent people from just going back and forth. Okay, now it's where it begins, where I just suddenly tilt. Thankfully, I didn't tilt that much. Alright, we're gonna go back and pick up that other frenzy power-up. And the coffee too while I'm at it. What was it again? Wish the map would let us know where these other power-ups were. Yeah, well, it's not a big deal if I miss it. And there's our prismium. One dose of it. Or just say one prismium. It's not exactly a dose, it's a one. Just a prismium. I think I want to go to the HR office. I need more perks. I need more curses. I'm kind of glad the aerial enemies have thus far not appeared anywhere except the combat arenas. I can only imagine how troubling they would be if I just had to handle them normally. Dang it. I was swinging back around for the ingots and I forgot about the self-destructing sacks. Not this time, though. Yes, what they say really is true. Sometimes greed is our downfall. Okay, made it through. need to pop another gold anima. Whoa. Rolls curses, I'll take that. Size damage reduced by 50%, which automatically makes me pass on that. Plus 10 max HP, not too keen on that. Might as well take Frozen. Yeah, 25% effectiveness, I guess. I wonder if that means it lasts 25% longer, if now enemies will move 25% slower. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's Maybelline. Alright, I'm gonna go to here. Cursed reroll department or hazardous floor. Which one do I want to go? Let's go with a cursed reroll. Oh man, 3 of them. I don't know about this one. Probably pop an anima while I still can. I had to imagine, as anyone who views a stream, probably nothing more frustrating than watching a person completely eat it even though they had like a gigantic stack of healing items. Which I know I've done that before. I mean, as a player. Riddle your target with lightning bolts from just above your head. How does this work? Okay, so it's just vertical lightning bolts from your location. I don't know if I like that more than my boomerang. Move to storage. Sure. I see. Oh yeah. I was gonna land on the floor below me, but that was not the case. So yeah, I almost got caught in an explosion that time, but I was able to move around it. Thank goodness. I can see a control room soon, because I have a lot of resources in my wallet that need to be burned. Went down, so there's an enemy down here. There you are. Okay, Alright, looks like there's a top left corner. Or top right. What is this? Is there something I can do here? This platter has like a giant face on it, but I wonder if that's like related to some sort of endgame that I can't quite access just yet, or I'm not knowledgeable about yet. I think I'll just move on for now. We'll perhaps encounter it later. Okay, got everything I needed here. We will move on. Oh, next fight. I guess that's the weakness of the disc scythe. Incredible reach, but pretty poor air game. Okay, let me hit the control room. Oh boy. Do I want to take on the Thanager? Well, again, no guts, no glory. I guess I'll do it. Just to make sure to pop my anima beforehand, so I come in with as much health as possible. Yeah, those explosions really hurt, so you gotta be super mindful of them. Make sure you get away as you kill them. Oh my god. Dang it, I was trying to be too fancy, but I was not paying attention enough to the Thanager. Was an inglorious end to that run. Ouch. You know what, it's like the furthest we've gotten this stream. I guess that's something worth... That's an accomplishment. Struggling to get anywhere. Looks like this is going to be a tough week. Don't worry about work. Just sit back and relax. Everything's under control in easy mode. And we'll give it a few more goes. That's how they do appreciate games that do have like that sort of option. Where if it's maybe this kind of thing isn't doing it for you, you can dial it back if you want. Oh great, an elevator that takes us straight to Brad. Periodic effect curses. Ooh, not even have meters to show you how far you are along with unlocking some new stuff. That's pretty neat. What do we want? Workers' rights! Jerry, what are you doing here? What's going on? As Death Inc.'s workers' representative and union rep, I hereby announce that Death Inc. staff are on strike. Oh no. That's all I need. Just imagine the amount of exasperation coming from that. Everyone? Yep, almost. Alright, Jerry. Let's hear your demands. The soul counter at the front desk has gone over 1 million souls in no time at all. It's scandalous. We demand a reduction. A raise, you mean? No, and a reduction in the number of files to be processed. Yes, well, believe it or not, that has been my primary concern from the beginning, and I'm doing my best to resolve that issue. On that note, please excuse me, I have things to be getting on with. That's the unfortunate part of these kinds of things, right? It's just... There's certain things you try to negotiate on, but other things you gotta... might not be as flexible on. So, Joe, how do you like the temperature in your office? I can breathe again, you have no idea. Orville's thermostat application works amazingly well. I couldn't have done it better myself. It's the best thing to happen to this office since the coffee machine was repaired in 1997. Wow. This dialogue has improved. Yes, well, there have been one or two other notable events over the last few centuries, all the same. Well, by way of thanks, I've given you a discount off the Nile laser. It's on the house, our pleasure, we're so pleased. Which one was the Nile laser again? Let's do with the accomplishments here. Mortison. Sacrifice. I don't like these because require you to give up some stuff, and health is kind of at a premium in this game if you haven't noticed. Maybe I'll just get this one. It's like, maybe I should save up for some of the later ones, like, yeah. Selenite. Or... which one was the... increase the number of sides you can choose at the beginning of a run. Maybe I should save up for that. Worry about the the others. But money needs to flow, otherwise my trickle-down theory doesn't hold water. It's proven to not be a thing. Alright. One more run. Patrick left his bug spray inside if you need it. I'll be fine. I just need a few seconds to catch my breath, then we can get right back to it. You're on the right track in any case. Where there's a will, there's a way. But I'm a bit worried, nevertheless. You might cross paths with bigger insects than Denzel on vacation. I'll contact an expert for advice if it comes to that. He's not much of a talker, but he knows his stuff. He handles a nail blade like nobody's business. Wait, Denzel? This fellow, possibly hollow, maybe taking up the occupation of knight. I wonder. You can either get one reroll or get a weapon in exchange for 10 health. Yeah, you know what? It'll give us a little burst of starting power, so sure. Got a boomerang. You know what? Boomerang's fairly useful. Whoa. Oh, I guess that's our express elevator to Brad. But... hey, this scythe again. Yeah, let's do it. I wonder how far we get to go before this elevator just closes on us. Do we get to, like, clear out this entire floor and then come back and just jump straight to Brad? What do we want? Workers' rights! Whoa, hang on a minute. The staff have more demands. Harriet, installation of a giant hamster wheel in the cardio area of the gym. Joe, a voice-controlled coffee machine in each of Death Inc.'s rooms. Ah, darn it. I left the other list in the break room. Well, sucks to suck. Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Ow. That's probably what I get for making light of that. Ah, I was trying so hard to dash away from that. Yeah. Animation canceling is a thing, but you do have to take care you don't lock yourself in when the other enemy's about to, you know, go to town on you. What do we have here? An employee strike. How delightful. They're pretty serious. They want their demands to be met. Oh, I'm sure they do. Who wouldn't want a giant inflatable slide in their office? Indeed, but they do deserve a suitable work environment. Yes, and I'm sure the giraffe you requested will really help with that. What? I didn't ask for any giraffes. Well, whatever. Stop ignoring your staff. Oh, I assure you, I'm not. On the contrary, I'm keeping a careful eye on them. They won't back down just because you're a skinflint. Well, that's very admirable. I'm sure they'll all make excellent banner holders. Ooh. Now, if you excuse me, I at least have work to be getting on with. Now select a curse already. So we'll get this one. Just launches a bomb every time I use a cloak weapon. You know, it's an indirect buff to what I have, so... Hold on. Okay, I want to go back now just to see if really is the case of can just jump straight to Brad. As much as I like the shortcuts, they're something of a double-edged sword, of course, right? It's like, sure, you get to go straight to the boss, but you also foregoing whatever upgrades you might have picked up since then. Some games do try to kind of mitigate that, so like give you like a couple of extra power-ups or weapons. Of course, nothing near to level where if you just played through the level yourself, but we'll see how this one handles it. Go to Brad and see if anything pops up interim, or if we're actually just gonna straight up fight Brad. Okay, so you do get little something. It's deplorable. An eternity of work to do, and I find my head of security has traded his brain for a paddleball set. Wow, the nerve of him. I sit here stamping all day long, and all he does is criticize. Huh. Ow. Ah, I really screwed that up. Said I have anima, I should probably pop the anima. That fella trying to bamboozle me. That's my favorite thing about boomerang weapons. Finding the right arc to aim them at so you can maximize the damage. Whew, alright, got him. I'm still some kind of almighty being. Yeah, boss, I don't know what came over me. Get back to work. Don't let me see that paddleball set again. Old Death there, taking a sip from his mug. While Brad once again resumes security duties. Alright, so yeah, you just kind of bypass most of the first floor. You still have to fight the boss, but let's see what's in here. Do they look like Lulu's lychees? Do they look like lychees to you? Heals injuries. Feel like this run isn't gonna last long, so might as well. And get anima while we're at it. Yeah, I don't know. That skip, you kind of lose out on the way too much for what you get from it. Just one ability really doesn't make it up. We'll go to the toxic food processing department this time. Not like it's toxic food. You could probably imagine what's here. Yeah, look at that. Burgers and fries. Like, yeah, what else would be here? I don't know if those enemies hurt you when they die, but best not to take risks, right? I don't... just slows you down. Which, you know, it's still problematic, but it's not our immediate hurt. rat, anima. It's always good to have some heals on hand. You go to the anima deposit or the solary deposit. I'm desperate need of solary, so I'm gonna go there. Okay, see, leaving this quantum solary alone might not be as advisable, considering those corridors with the flame traps. I just have the prey. There's nothing on the main path. So if there is, I might actually have to get good at this game. I wonder if this game has like a soundtrack out. Like a pretty poppy, pretty peppy mix. I like how despite shooting projectiles in the air, if you manage to stun the enemy, the projectiles stop falling. It's like, where did they go, I wonder? Health boost. Thankfully no flames so far, so we're on track for being able to backtrack. Well, found it. That said, this seems avoidable. Oops. Dashed the wrong way. Oh. Okay. Oh, that was probably just a solary deposit. Oh wait. That was our one way. That was our one-way drop right there. Well, we're not getting the quantum solary anymore. I'm gonna go to prismium deposit because I kind of need that as well. Maybe if I live long enough to reach the control room, we might actually be able to upgrade our weapon. I would say things might change in later areas, but I'll say this isn't like Dead Cells where they have spikes lying on the ground. You might accidentally run into some of those. So you're pretty good for doing ground slams if you want to. That's the only thing that might happen, is that the drop is a lot further than you expect it to be. Like right there. Reroll. There it is. Give me that prismium. Guess that's it. Moving on. Alright, you want to face off against Candace. I'm gonna not good spot at the moment, so I should probably just go to the vault. No, Candace is not a mid-boss we have fought yet, but I'm not in a good spot. I don't think I would be able to beat him. Just gonna pop an anima right there. Ooh, pure heal. Got just what I needed. Ah, alright. There we go. Love me a good limit break. Yeah, I should have moved out of the way for that one. I don't know why I didn't. Alright, that's a lifesteal power-up, so once I grab it, I just gotta be ready to go. Spitfire. Trail flames. How does that work? Oh, it's like ground fire. Eh. Yeah, I don't know about that. Go ahead and throw that into storage. Okay. Alright, gotta go. I really should have popped that during the fight and not after. There we go. At least I managed to get a tiny bit of mileage out of it before it ran out. Ooh, a relaxation area, but this floor actually got me kind of relaxed already, so I think we'll just go to HR office and get ourselves another curse. Go down the hole. You know, I've kind of taken to just like ordering fast food, like maybe once a week, right? It's like usually during the weekends, because that's when I don't know, I guess weirdly enough, the period I feel like lazy and don't want to order some food, so I just get some fast food and I don't know. I'm not ordering like daily, but I did talk about it to some people, and they did say, "Hey, maybe you could try slowing down even that rate." Which, I mean, I get it. It's not super duper healthy, so I really ought to be mindful of that. Oh boy, spear again. That said, it's like strictly worse what I currently have. I mean, it was powerful, but it does plant me in place for a while. Given how quickly some bosses move, I kind of might be to my detriment. Actually, leave the spear alone. Sorry, spear. Alright, we got me Tosha. It's actually... oh no, it's my second curse. I don't like any of these. So we will re-roll. Oh, I thought I was gonna re-roll the whole thing. I didn't realize it would only re-roll the one I was selecting. Alright, you know what? Alternative weapon cooldown by 15%. I'll take it. Means I get to throw slightly more boomerangs. Oh, the boomerang costs mana. How did I not catch that before? Now I'm wondering if I should swap out my other spells for it. I guess it's too late now because I already shoved it into storage. Ah, control room! And they only give me the choice of the control room this time. Alright. First, I want to transform my weapon. Spend the Prismium to upgrade my Disc Scythe to a Persidis Scythe. Deals 0.5% of the enemy's HP as damage with every hit. Man. And it has an AoE effect, 25% bonus damage to nearby enemies. Alright. I got a tiny bit of Soulary. How shall we spend it? I want to upgrade my Scythe, probably. Ah, that weapon, its impact sounds amazing. Alright. Now I get to fight Waldo. Guess I should administer a warning. This might be... I mean, I know this entire game definitely has that sort of unsettling aesthetic to it, but I feel like this might be a bit more unsettling than the rest. Ba-ba-ba-boom, strawberry or cadmium, you can chew them forever. They'll stick on your teeth together. Whoa, whoa, huh, let's calm down now. It's official, these ridiculous songs are wearing me down more than they should. I agree with that. It's now just... I like how it appears in mascot form, but then switches to spider mode. Alright, I have limit break, I should probably use that. My favorite type of one of my hated types of attacks, the persistent projectiles. You gotta dodge them as while you're dealing with the other attacks they got. Ow. Oh, see we're here, mode 2. Exit spider mode, goes into chainsaw mode. Now just a straight up Texas now. Dang it. The way they were more staggered. Oh, whoa. Come on, I thought I jumped that. Oh. Yep. Boom, baba boom, blah 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 blah, bzz, raspberry, lemon, caramel. At least I can console myself that he'll run out of songs eventually. I don't have a witty remark for that. Alright. Guess we'll get 15 bonus damage. Make the boomerang a lot more fearsome, at least. We're in a pretty bad spot going into Area 3, though. Unless there's, like, healing in the fridge. Of course, that costs money. Solar is also at a premium. Here. Man, no one to talk to. Guess they must all be actually at work. Alright, well, let's try addictions. I have a feeling I won't last very long here. Giant fist, yeah. Was not prepared for the giant fist to come and rock me. One-shot me from where I was. Hola! Hello! That Bubby, is that how you pronounce that? Alright, start the game with a curse reroll now. Alright. Guess we can give it another go. What do we want? Workers' rights. Here are some demands. Washing powder, coffee sticks, pickle and banana ice cream, antifungal spray. Ah, I see. Booby. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, alright. You know what? I think I'll stick with, if that's okay. Alright. Still waiting to have the additional weapon choice. I think that might be the best one for me. So yeah, do it. Another run. How about a little thought exercise, boss, to help take your mind off that disastrous meeting? What do you hate most about Lambert Heisenberg? Huh? What a weird question. Me, for example, I think he's vile with that prominent brain of his. Makes his head look too big. Ah, okay. Well, those long legs of his make him look stiff and pretentious when he walks. Perfect. Now, you just focus on that. It will soon put you in a more combative state of mind. Be a winner. Really? Defeat the first Danager in 5 minutes? That's why I just take the flat solary down gift. Seems like a better thing to pick from. Sickles. You know what? Why don't we just switch things up? We'll pick the sickles. I'm gonna go rogue on these fools here. Look at that. Dual wielding fury. Also got good air combo potential. What do you want? Workers' rights. So here are the rest of the employees' demands. Orville, pair of X-ray glasses for finding lost socks. Right. Patrick, more strawberry and artichoke jellies and tomato and watermelon soups in the distributors. Pump Quinn, a giant slide so he won't have to take the stairs, and a giant pencil. Okay, do you want like a ball pit too? Mark, a professional massage therapist who is, and I quote, single if possible. Red flag, red flag. Jacob, a bigger... Ah, shoot, I can't read it. There's a coffee stain over it. Stay here, I'll go ask him. Peace! That's your cue to just peace out. Oh, well, turns out I got other things to do, like, you know, go in another run. Try to clear up Death Inc. I like how the projectile for the books is a paper airplane. Have I already said that? Well, I'm saying it again because I think it's really amusing. Oh, this looks like a combat room incoming. Like this one, 5% chance of dealing pierce. I'll take that. I've heard that remark before, or I've seen that remark before. Oh, we're definitely going to the Solary Prismium department. Can always use resources. Ah. That's where an alternative weapon would come in handy. Why is it red here? Oh man. This is very ominous. Dang it. Yeah, it's a Solary. Dang. Oh, I was hoping for Prismium. Where do I want to go? I tried the intriguing floor. Had a pretty good run last time. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Hopefully we won't mess this one up. Uh-oh. Looks like this is gonna be a speed run room. Get through level as fast as you can. Oh, don't get hit. Oh my goodness. So it's very much a platforming challenge. Hey, look at that. A close victory. I'll take those anima. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Then again, it is floor 1, so of course I won. There we go, there's our Prismium deposit. We'll go ahead and get that. Hey. What do we want? Workers' rights. Okay, so here are the last demands. Jacob, a bigger, more solid neon ash spade and some thicker pot bottoms. Cloud, a sound and light system for his daily discordance break. Muriel, the silence of aesthetic distress. No idea what that is, obviously. Huh. Or how that will be resolved. What is limit break? Huh. Just a persistent, very short range attack, but hurt a lot. You know, I'm starting to dig this weapon. It's actually pretty good for close range. Yeah, alright, lightning bolts on your position. 10 HP? Yeah. Of course, with my injuries, that's only it's a fewer HP than that, but you know what? I'll take it. On the bottom here? No. Don't need to go up there, so we'll go down instead. Cut him up. Go ahead and take that prismium. Hopefully we'll live long enough to get to use it. And to the shop, because it is floor 1. I think I'll save my things for now. Barrage of sharp daggers. Just for 30 solary. Or I could use it to get a curse. Did I remember liking the Arashi kunai, so I think I'll actually buy that. Yeah. I remember this having like less wind up before. Or maybe I was thinking of something else. Alright, we're moving on to Brad. Brad, we're coming for you. Again. We're in a much better spot this time. Almost all of our HP. 1 gold, 2 blue anima. Must be a nightmare, full of lunatics who want to convince me it's normal. Trying to smash a record number of hits here, so if you're going to skulk about, go do it in your office. It's not the point here. Dang it. Looks like I might actually need to use some of that anima. Okay, this Arashi kunai has some really insane animation lock. I don't like it. Favorite weapons are the ones you can just fire and forget. Let them do the thing while you go off doing other things. I don't know why I did that. Oh, this is gonna go well. I was just kidding, boss. You're always welcome here. Glad to hear it. Alright, same defeat dialogue as before. That said, that one at least particularly goes well, no matter what the initial conversation was. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, we'll go with this. Endure whatever penalty we might take from it. Ooh, dear. All interface elements are hidden or Harakola can hide underground. Fun thing about some of these penalties is that you can sidestep them entirely if you go to certain areas over the others. So we'll go take that. There's no way I'm gonna just hide my entire interface. That seems insane. Healing overtime for 5 minutes. Well, it's not like I'm gonna be around. Yeah, it's not like this run will probably last that long, so just go ahead and eat that up. Let's move on. Yep, so. Can avoid the cola enemies entirely by going to industrial pollution instead. Again. Healing overtime's kicking in. It's awful nice for the timer to not start ticking down until you enter area proper. Hey, another anima. where do we want to go? Another prismium deposit, maybe? Yeah, actually, let's do that. That way I can maybe get the maximum version of a weapon. I really hope I get some pure heal items soon, because I got this regeneration chicken that's not doing much for me anymore. Ah, I should have saved that coffee. Man. I'm not sure why I'm not using my lightning bolt more often. Another anima. Definitely long press for the goal, for the super heal, because I absolutely need that. Holy cow. Animation lock is a real son of a gun. I swear, if I end up eating it before I hit a control room, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Alright, we're going to the Vitamin Mana department. I need recovery. I need HP / mana boost. Quantum Solar, but if I remember correctly, this doesn't have any sort of points of no return, as it were. I really should move around more when that special is happening. I think that's like supposed to be its main advantage. You're able to move around while the special's popping off and, you know, mess up other enemies while the others are getting stun locked. And that was a mana boost. It's the door. Alright, let's swing on back and get that. Want some Solary. I wonder if it's the kind of thing where if you get hit once, it just disappears entirely, or if you'll see like Solary fly out each time you get hit until you hit the, until it goes all the way down to 0, and then it pops or disappears, whatever it does. That was like 15 of them. I think I will actually pick the anima deposit this time, because I need recovery. I wonder if I have a gold anima at the end. Hey, it's you again. What do we want? Workers' rights. Collective labor agreement fraud. All the contracts will have to be reviewed. Oh, come on. We talked about this yesterday, Jerry. Now I got to suffer one of your strikes every day. Yesterday was Sunday, boss. You're not going to play that old trick on us. Collective labor agreement fraud. And the story continues. Ow. Ooh, I really messed it up there. See, still got a bit more. Come on, let me at least get to the control room. Of course, that's entirely dependent on me. I just have to stop getting hit. Oh, there's two of them. Ah, if only I'd not popped the other one early. But look, I was in trouble. Could have died, man. Alright. Gonna try the intriguing floor. Hopefully it's gonna be a platforming trial, not a combat trial. It's a combat trial. Don't get hit. Alright, so if what we're saying is if I just make it through. Dang it. Too nervous. Well, I made it to the control room at least? I'll get to enjoy my super souped up weapon for all of 5 minutes before I eat it super hard. I don't know what death and dismemberment is. It said plus 25% bonus damage to Thanagers is pretty substantial, but yeah, I'm gonna change this into this scythe. And then to the Persidis scythe. And boost the damage you do here. And do that. Has bleed now. Alright. Time to die. Between the gargoyle who thinks he's on vacation and this giant tryhard of a grease ball, there's no middle ground. Wait a minute. Grease ball? Yes, I mean you. Go on, get upset. I have other things to take care of after this. Death is clearly a fellow who's kind of beyond and done with everyone's stuff. Oh, there it is. I thought I'd cleared the projectiles, but I guess I did not. Ugh, boy. Oh, there you go. I hope that has been pretty decent look at Have a Nice Death. Like, pretty cool. Pretty cool game. I like the art style. I don't think I touched on this at all, but yeah, the art style kind of has that. There's that era of cartoons, like from like Invader Zim or Kids Next Door, sort of. It looks cartoony, but it definitely has that degree of sort of macabre uneasiness to it. Like, you definitely could see it here with the various departments we were going through. Yeah, and I like the combat. It feels fast and responsive, right? Everything, all the hits that I took were definitely on me and not realizing, you know, when to strike, right? Knowing when I should be using each of the items and spells. In any case, I think that will do it, so I think I'll call it here. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, thanks for tuning in. I will have a schedule out on Monday, tomorrow. Next stream will be on Wednesday. We'll be doing Forza, probably wrapping up Rally Adventure expansion there. Yeah. Alright. Let me go see can raid. You know what? That's fun. I see someone else here is playing Have a Nice Death. Why don't we just send everyone to them? Continue our Have a Nice Death marathon here. Yo, I heard you like Have a Nice Death, so we're just gonna send you to another Have a Nice Death. You can watch Have a Nice Death after you've watched Have a Nice Death. Yeah, Femboy Maurice TV. That's who we're going to, so... Yeah, I guess if you're joining on the raid, give them a nice, afterlife raid. Otherwise, I will see you Wednesday. Have a good rest of your weekend.